morning, students. Till now in my videos we have seen what is a linear programming problem, how to solve a linear programming problem, what are the different methods to solve a linear programming problem. So this is one type of problem in operation research, where we will be seeing the number of units to be, where we have seen how many units of the items should be produced or manufactured to get the maximum profit or minimum loss. Okay. Now we will be seeing how to allocate these units. Okay, so these are called allocation methods. We will be seeing the different types of allocation methods. So in this type of allocation methods, there are different types of problems. So first one is transportation problem. So in OR you have another type of problem known as transportation problem, abbreviated as TP. So what is transportation problem? Till now we have seen in linear programming problem, we will try to find the values of x1 and x2 such that the profit is maximum or the loss is minimum. Here we will see how to allocate the items or products to different destinations such that the cost of transporting these units to different factories or warehouses is minimum. So here this is a minimization of problem. So because we are trying to find the cost of transporting the products from the factories to the warehouses such that the transportation cost is minimum. So how to find that? So here suppose I have, see this is a typical transportation problem. How a transportation problem looks, I will tell you. So here these are origins, or say factories, and these are the warehouses or destinations. Okay, so you have different factories, M factories and N warehouses, or M origins and N destinations. So the cost of transporting from the first factory to the first warehouse, or cost of transporting the items from first origin to the first destination will be given as C11. This is C12, C1J, C1N. Similarly here C21, C22, C2J, C2N. Here you will have CI1, CI2, CIJ, CIN. Similarly CM1, CM2, CMJ, CMN. So this is a transportation table, and here you will be having the availability of units. Availability of units in this, and here you will have the requirement. So how much products are available in this first factory or at the first origin. So that will write it as A1. Okay. Second, this will be A2 at the second origin. Similarly here you have AI, here you will have AM. Then what is the requirement in the first warehouse or at first destination, how many products they require. So that will write it as B1. Here it is B2, BJ and DM. So this is how a transportation problem looks. Okay, you will have origins or factories, you have destinations or warehouses, and the cost of transporting from one place to other place will be given to you, and the availabilities of products at each factory is given, and the requirement at each destination will also be given. Now you have to make optimum allocation of the products to this. What are the optimum allocation is? How many units we have to allocate at destination 1 to be transported from origin 1, or how many units have to be transported at destination 2 from origin I. So those allocations we have to make it here. That's why these are called as allocation methods. So to find that you have different methods. So we will write a LPP form of this. How to write LPP form of this? I told you here, this is which type of problem? This is a minimization type of problem. So here, because we are trying to minimize the cost, so this will be minimize. Z is equals to double summation over I is from 1 to m, j is from 1 to n, xij, cij, or cij into xij, subject to constraints, summation over j 1 to n, xij is equals to ai. That means when you are adding the units in each row, allocated units, it should be equal to the availability. And another will be summation I 1 to m xij should be is equals to bj. This is for I is equals to 1 to m. This is for j is equals to 1 to n. And here xij's are greater than or equal to 0 for all I comma j. So this is the LPP form of linear programming problem of a transportation problem. So this is known as LPP form of a transportation problem. So here I told you, in this we have to allocate the units for each destination from each origin. Okay. Now for allocating those products from one origin to the another destination, you have different methods. So how to find the allocations? So for any problem in OR, you have to find first basic feasible solution, and as we did in LPP, here also in transportation also you have to find basic feasible solution. So that is called as initial basic feasible solution. So we abbreviated it as IBFS. So in transportation problem, to find the optimum allocations, first you need to find the initial basic feasible solution. So to find this initial basic feasible solution in a transportation problem, you have three methods. First one is northwest corner rule. Or simply we call it as NW method. Second one, you have least cost method, or it is also called as matrix minima method. Third one is Vogel's approximation method. Or Vance method, or we call it as penalty method. Okay, so these are the three methods you have. So I'll explain each of the method by taking an example. So first we'll see how to find initial basic feasible solution using northwest corner method. Let me take one problem, then we can do it. So the question will be determine an initial basic feasible solution to the following transportation problem using northwest corner method. So what is the problem given to you? You have 3 rows and 4 columns. So here you have O1, O2, O3. Here you have D1, D2, D3 and D4 is given. cost is given as 6415. Here it is 8927 4362. So here availabilities you can say, you can also say as supply, how many products are there to supply. So 14, 16 and this is 5. Then here you will have demand at each destination. So demand is 6, 10, 15, 4. So here this is the transportation problem given to you. Now you have to find only initial basic feasible solution. He is not telling optimum. So just find initial basic feasible solution using northwest corner method. So before going to that method, first you have to check whether this transportation problem is a balanced transportation problem or not. Now how to check whether this is balanced transportation problem or not? If summation Ai is equals to summation Bj, then transportation problem is a balanced one. Okay. If summation Ai is not equal to summation Bj, then it is unbalanced transportation problem. If it is unbalanced transportation problem, you have to make it balance. Okay. So how to find the summation Ai means total of this supply and total of demand should be equal. So here summation Ai is equals to 14 plus 16 plus 5. So this is 35. Similarly, summation Bj is equals to 6 plus 10 plus 15 plus 4. 10, 20, 35. So here it implies what? Summation Ai is equals to summation Bj. So it is a balanced transportation problem. If it is unbalanced, you have to add a dummy row, dummy column. That I will explain with another example. So first just see here, because it is a balanced transportation problem. Now we proceed. So here since implies summation Ai is equal to summation Bj, implies it is a balanced transportation problem. So now draw the table. So here O1, O2, O3, D1, D2, D3, D4. Here you have supply and here you have demand. So what are the values given here? This is 6, 4, 1, 5, 8, 9, 2, 7, 4, 3, 6, 2. Here demand is 6, 10, 15, 4. Here it is 14, 16 and 5. So here as the name suggests, it is northwest corner. That means what? From where we have to start the allocations? We have to start the allocations from the northwest corner of the table. So what is the northwest corner of the table? You have to see. So which is the northwest corner of the table here? So here northwest corner of the table is this. This is the northwest corner of the table. So what you have to do? You have to start making allocations from here. So from here I will make the allocations. This is the corner element. Now you have to see what is its corresponding supply value, what is its corresponding demand value. So here its corresponding supply value is 14, corresponding demand value is 6. So you have to allocate minimum of these two. So minimum of this 14 and 6 is 6. So I will allocate 6 here. So this the requirement demand of 6 in first destination is exhausted. So what I will do? I will strike off this column. And from this 14, how many units I have supplied? 6. So I have to take out this 6. Now 14 minus 6 is 8. Now again draw the next table. Now draw the remaining table. What is the table left now? Because the demand at the first destination is over, I'll draw the remaining columns. So here O1, O2, O3, here D2, D3, D4. This is supply and here it is demand. So this is 4, 9, 3, 1, 2, 6, 5, 7, 2. So how much supply is left in first origin? 8. Here it is 16, here it is 5, here it is 10, 15, 4. Again go to the corner element. This is the corner element because this is northwest corner, this is northwest corner. So I'll make an allocation here. Here you have 8, corresponding row value, corresponding column value is 10. So minimum of 10 and 8 is 8. So this 8 is completely utilized here. So I'll strike off this. Out of 10 how much is given? 8 units are used. So here 10 minus 8 which is 2. Now again draw the leftover table. I am not erasing the question because we need it. So I will draw here, I will be having only 2 rows and I will have 3 columns. So this is O2 and O3 because O1 is completely exhausted. D2, D3, D4. So here this is 9, 3, 2, 6, 7, 2. This is 16, this is 5, this is 2, 15, 4. This is supply and this is demand. Now this is corner element, make an allocation 2 and 16 corresponding row and column value. So minimum is 2, I will strike off this. I have to subtract 2 from this, so I will get 14. Now what is the leftover table? So I have here O2, O3, D3, D4, here supply and here demand. This is 2, 6, 7, 2, here 14, 5, here 15, 4. So this is the corner element 15 and 14, which is minimum, 14 is minimum. So this is exhausted. 15 minus 14 is 1. So now this is left. Now 6, 2 is left. I will draw it here. So I have here only O3 and here I have D3, D4. Then I have here 6 and 2. This is 5, this is 1 and 4. So this is the corner element. Minimum of this 1 and 5 is 1. I'll allocate here. So 5 minus 1 is 4. So 4 is left in both row and column. So I'll allocate here in the last leftover cell. I'll allocate the remaining value 4. So this is how you have to make the allocations using northwest corner rule. Now after making all the allocations, you have to make this, you have to enter these allocations in the table. Now draw the table, complete table again. So here this is the complete table which is given in the problem. So this is the table, again you have to draw it. Now make the allocations. Wherever you have allocations, make the allocations here. So here it is 6, 4, 1, 5. This is 8, 9, 2, 7, 4, 3, 6, 2. Now in the first table at this 6 you have an allocation 6. In the second table at 4, first row O1, 4, you have an allocation of 8. Then here this is the third table at O2, D2, you have an allocation of 2. Then here at O2, D3, you have allocation 14. O2, D3, you have an allocation 14. O3, D3, you have 1. O3, D3, I have 1. O3, D4, I have 4. O3, D4, I have 4. Now I got all, I have marked all the allocations in the table. Now add these allocations and check whether you are getting the same values as given in the problem. So here 6 plus 8, 14. 2 plus 14, 16. 1 plus 4, 5. Similarly, column wise also find the demand, whether you are getting the same demand values or not. So if you are getting the same demand values, it means your allocations are correct. Same demand and supply values. So this is 6, 8 plus 2, 10, 14 plus 1, 15, and here you have 4. So as given in the problem, you got same supply and demand. That means you got the initial basic, this is the initial basic feasible solution. So what will the transportation cost now? It is not optimum cost, just we are finding the feasible solution, basic feasible solution cost. So transportation cost will be 6 into 6, this 6 into 6 plus 8 into 4 plus 2 into 9 plus 14 into 2 plus 1 into 6 plus 4 into 2. So this is 36 plus 32 plus 18 plus 28 plus 6 plus 8. So this is 68, 68 plus 18, 86, 86 plus 28, 114, 114 plus 6, 120, 120 plus 8, 128. So this is the minimum transportation cost you will get by using northwest corner method. If you have unbalanced transportation problem, I'll just explain. I'll not do a problem, just I'll tell you if you have an unbalanced transportation problem, then how to solve it. See, suppose I have a problem like this. So I have here D1, D2, D3, D4, O1, O2, O3. So I have 6, 4, 3, so I have 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, say 8, 9, 7, 6. Suppose I have values like this, and here the supply is given as 10, 20, 30, and here demand is given as 10, 20, 30 and 40. Now you have to check whether this is a balanced transportation problem or not. So what you will do, first step, whenever you are solving a transportation problem, the first step you have to do is you have to check whether it is a balanced transportation problem or not. That means you have to find summation AI and you have to find summation BJ. Summation AI means total of the supply, 10 plus 20 plus 30, which is equal to 60. BJ is 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40, which is equal to 100. So here what? Summation AI is not equal to summation BJ. So it implies what? It is an unbalanced transportation problem. So what you have to do? Convert it into balanced transportation problem by adding necessary dummy rows, dummy row or column with zero cost. So cost of the dummy column or row will take as 0. So here which is less here? Supply is less. By how much it is less? It is less by 40. So what I need to add here? Do I need to add a row or do I need to add a column? See here, I have columns extra as 40. Here I don't have one row which should be 40. So I need to add a row. Whenever supply is less, you need to add a row. Whenever this demand is less, you need to add a column. So here, since summation AI is less than summation BJ, so add a dummy row with zero cost. So what I'll do here, I'll add a dummy row. So this is O1, O2, O3 and O4. Here D1, D2, D3 and D4. So this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 9, 7, 6. Supply is given as 10, 20, 30. Demand is given as 10, 20, 30 and 40. So here I am adding a dummy row. This is 30, sorry. I am adding a dummy row whose cost is 0, and this value will be the difference of these two. Whatever total you are getting, take the difference. So here how much is deficit? 40 is deficit. Now I have converted this into a balanced transportation problem. Now you added summation, AI will be equal to summation Bj. Now you can find the initial basic feasible solution using northwest corner. So what you have to do, again go to this corner element, take minimum of these two, you allocate 10. Any one of them you can strike off. Then same procedure. Okay. So usual procedure you have to follow. So whenever it is a unbalanced transportation problem, you have to convert into a balanced transportation problem and solve it in the usual way.